Ain't no way I'm gonna be messing with that thing. Well, that's something from down here. I know I'm on. Welcome back to Rap Radio, your man Joe Clair, Eightball, my man Green, Steve Nice, GT, Bun, my man T Gray. Everybody's in the house. We having a wonderful time. Hey, let me ask y'all, Steve, is there a difference, or do you notice a difference between the way that South DJs mix and the way that New York, or not even New York, but East Coast DJs scratch?
Yeah, it's a big difference, because what we do is basically we're letting the songs play a lot more. You know, okay. we don't, you know, we do a lot. We do a few tricks in and out, but we don't really get into it because our crowd doesn't get into it like that. Though they, you know, we respect all like the turntablists and everything. But we do mostly party DJing where it's like right, you know, and let everybody get their groove on. Okay, so do it like that.
Y'all giving the whole song.
Yeah.
People that.
Well, most of it.
Now, like, do they do mixtapes there in the song?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do mixtapes on a mixtape. Let's say I buy a mixtape from Philly or DC or somewhere. I'll get 70 songs on one side because I'm only hearing the break beat. Yeah. I'm hearing the first rhyme, and then the next break beat for the next song come in. How do y'all do?
We do the same thing. So we give you a couple of verses, couple of choruses and everything. Right. We go to the next joint, and of course, like unlike a lot of East Coast tape, tape masters, we get like a lot of South exclusives. That, okay. I'm trying to get Ball to freestyle on the intro for me, so.
They don't nothing sell like Screw.
Nothing.
Right.
Screw is
in the Gulf Coast.
Screw is the.
Do me a favor, everybody, right now, break down what the Screw is. Anybody, break down what Screw is for people who don't know.
Go ahead.
Bun B. DJ Screw is a local DJ from here. He started mixing about '92, and basically what he does is play the music at about half speed, maybe a third of the speed than what you're normally used to hearing, because the vibe in Houston, it's a little slower vibe. Right. Catch, we drive slow, we walk slow, we talk slow, we live slow. And the music, that we listen to has to fit that vibe, and that's what the Screw tapes are. I've had New York people listen to them, say a Faith song or a Mary J song, and it sounds kind of like, an intro or a Silk. Okay. On the R&B side. And a rap song, it just sounds a little slower. The beats is driven a little harder, the bass rides a little longer, and it just fits the style here, with the cats in the cars swinging and banging, driving real slow, and taking up all the lanes on the highway and on the street.
Is he the only DJ that DJs like that?
No, he isn't. He's the originator. There are people here who do those tapes. There's a cat on the north side, Bone, does tapes like that. Michael 5000 Watts. Even though that's not exclusively what he does make slow down tapes. Right. We don't consider those Screw tapes. We'll call those slow down tapes. The music is slowed down, but a screw tape is the tape scrolled down, and the Screw tapes have like trick scratching too.
Yeah. Try tapping.
Yeah. We call them tapping and chopping. Chop up the record.
Freestyle on top of it.
Yeah, chop up the record.
What we call it, chop up the record. Chopping up the record is like something down with it, but it's slower. It's a slower, so it just hits a little harder because the speed is slowed down.
So the break beat is hitting you differently than any. Okay,
exactly.
Well, I'm gonna have to make sure I pick up. I've heard Screw.
We're gonna get you one.
First time I came here, I heard Screw, but I never had anything in my possession.
We'll get you one.
All right, well, y'all stay tuned. We're gonna see if we can find me a Screw tape. It's Rap Radio coming to y'all from the box in Houston. We'll be right back. WRAP Rap Radio, your man Joe Clair. Down here, Houston style, baby! Yeah. And guess what? The other half of the team of Eightball and MJG has just arrived. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for MJ! Give it up! Speech! What's up, dog? Speech!
He felt tight.
You shouldn't have.
What's happening, man?
I had to go get that track right.
Man, just chilling, man. Just doing it, man, like MJG, being MJG, man.
Good. This is the first time I see you in Houston. I always see you in Florida or DC, New York or something. It's the first time I got to see you, and I asked your partner, what is it about Houston, man, that makes you stay here and want
to... good down-to-earth folks, good weather, partying city.
Partying city.
Money.
Money, I feel it. Some things you need to be in a city. I feel it.
Yeah,
Does the city influence your music as opposed to the way Memphis influenced your music?
Yeah. But it's like in Memphis, I grew up, to blues and all that there. You know, when I got here, you know, it was just more the rap scene was going on stronger than it was in Memphis, you know, so that's why I sucked up a lot of that, you know, here.
How long y'all been here? In Houston?
Back and forth, about 6 years.
Okay.
Something like that.
Okay. You wanna lend any or shed any light on this new album, MJG? He said it's space age. He said it's people still catching up to the old stuff. So this new thing, y'all probably people won't catch on for another 2-3 years. You know what I'm saying? But do you want to tell them for when they watching this 3 years from now, what this album is about?
Pull it out the time capsule.
Right?
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
It's just all about giving you good music and letting them know that we feel you at the same time.
Okay.
You know.
Okay.
That, you know, that's what the whole album all about.
Do you think that you rhyme differently now that you got fans that you didn't have before, like fans in Japan or fans in New Zealand or New York or, you know, wherever? Do you rhyme differently now?
No. I just got better in my own right, you know. I gotta satisfy MJ first, you know, before I can satisfy everybody, because you can't please everybody.
Right.
You know.
With more fans.
Yeah.
The only thing that came was more criticism and more censorship.
Right.
That was really about it, you know what I'm saying?
Okay. Y'all not gonna change it up for them.
We for the underground first, you know what I'm saying? That's what made us. That's what support us to this day. So we ain't gonna, you know what I'm saying, succumb to none of the, you know what I mean?
Now listen, we in Houston. I'm riding through and I'm hearing y'all songs being played on the radio. I live in New York now, and I don't hear y'all songs on the radio in New York. How y'all gonna, do y'all wanna get there? Is that a concern? Or is it just like we gonna put out what we put out and who play it, play it?
I think my personal opinion is more of a concern of the label than, you know what I'm saying? We are, you know, I'm satisfied with what I'm seeing every day. The people I'm seeing every day is satisfied with what I'm doing. And that's who I'm doing it for, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't knock them because they don't play it, because there's a lot of stuff that they play 100 times a day up there that don't get played down here, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, it's just the same thing. Everybody just, right now is a time of people taking pride in what they do, you know what I'm saying? And that's what we doing, you know. That's what, you know, that comes from. Everybody just take pride in what they do, you know what I'm saying?
All right. Look, we're gonna keep talking to Eightball MJG, and then we're gonna talk to everybody else. Y'all stay tuned. We're doing the Houston style, WREP Rap Radio. Joe Clair's in the box. We be back. Club scene now is off the hook. I went out last night, it was Tuesday night, and the club was packed, and people were still lined up outside. Now, I would expect that in Chicago, in New York, in Los Angeles. I'll be real, I didn't know it was like that in Houston.
The hook.
Every night, man.
Every night. Tonight we'll be off the hook.
Every night of the week.
We broke up. Right, you don't even, you do your radio show from the club. From a club every night.
Green don't sleep.
Don't sleep.
I used to be in here doing the same thing Keith Gray does. And then my show, 10 to 2, ended up going to the club.
Right.
And been at the club, I was at one club like 6 years. Every Monday and Wednesday night. And the one you was at last night was Jamaica.
Right.
We do that 2 nights a week. That's Sunday and Tuesday night.
It's just packed, man.
Oh yeah.
Why? What do you make?
You know what? I mean, it's just the fact that people here like to party, period. Whatever night of the week it is, they party. We make a lot of people.
And it's growing, not to cut you off, but we was talking about this off camera. Now we talking about all the nights, 7 nights a week, but it started off as one club a night. It's dual broadcasters. I might be doing broadcast and throw it over to these guys. They cross town at another club. So in other words, we had 2 spots tonight on the radio. And nobody in the United States of America does that on the radio.
They show
nobody. New York, Canada.
Nowhere.
You know what I'm saying? Houston. So you need to come to Houston and see what Joe Clair is talking about.
It's all
She was in the club last night and he said, we got to go, man. We got an early morning. We get out the door, all the producers on the dance floor. Right. They had to go back in. Right. The Jamaica. They had to go back in to get the rest of the guys. You know what I'm saying? And then they got back in, he on the dance floor. You know what I'm saying?
And it was like, it wasn't about to stop. I left at about 1:30, and it wasn't about to stop anytime soon. Man.
No.
And mind that, where you was at last night was packed, and then we had our crowd last night. Slick Rick performed last night.
Right.
He was in town. So I mean, it's like twin parties every night. Like tonight, Waxy.
Right.
And also with Coco Loco tonight. So we got two parties, both spots packed. I mean, and it has a lot to do like our broadcast, like Mean Green, people on the mic, and you got the DJs like myself,
right,
and GT and T-Gray, and everybody comes in, and then we got stars that roll through all the time. I mean, it's like every night of the week.
They buy all the good drinks. And then for some reason, buy bottles of drinks, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We all have everything you need, you know.
You're looking for a place to party, you come in Houston, but don't get it confused. Yes. Don't come down here and start in trouble.
No.
I went to the club last night with, it was no problems. Everyone was love. People speak to you. How you doing? Nice to see you. That's it. Brothers came up, shook my hand, and just kept stepping. I appreciate that. They wasn't all, look, I got this demo.
You know? I'm feeling it. Something different, huh?
I'm feeling it. I need some property down here.
But that's what everybody say, though. Every time people come, Snoop come, same thing, years ago. Dr. Dre, everybody. Because it's a whole different demeanor.
All the NBA players.
This guy from Memphis, he lives in now. You know what I mean?
That's great. All the NBA, NFL players got houses.
Nick Van Exel, Avery Johnson, the list goes on. They all
Master P lives here. Master P lives here. Yeah. Cash Money's moving here.
Yeah. That's real.
Because there's no pressure.
And Lil J's bought up all the property everywhere.
Yeah,
so they got houses like crazy.
We don't even talk about him. That's a whole nother.
Hey, look at it. You talk about major players. That's a major player.
Oh, you think I don't know?
Oh, yeah.
You think I ain't know?
I know you've been to the ranch.
No, I've only heard
1,000 acres.
Right.
T. Draper, Tony Draper.
All the y'all stay tuned. Rap Radio from Houston, where they party continuously. We'll be back in a second.
My name is Jay Mack, and I'm so tight, straight out of Conroe. Represent tonight.
Nah, it's like,
ain't doing no better, dog.
Nah, I mean, you just need a little help. Just a little. We're talking. Stay tuned, Rap. We'll be right back. You just need a little.
Jay Mack, I can't stop. You know.